One.
Bang! Welcome back to the podcast.
Bang, it's the podcast.
We are back for episode number 3. The last episode, admittedly, was a bit scuffed because our tech man fucked up.
In all fairness to him, it was kind of out of his control. The camera just fucked up.
It was the camera.
Yeah, but it's okay. I'm sorry you didn't get to see our lovely faces.
That basic already on the iPad chess app.
Yeah,
I saw that one.
That's beautiful. Honestly, like I think every episode should just start with us just talking about something we see on his iPad. That would be good.
Yeah.
It's funny because they can't even see it. So
it is.
Yeah.
So we're gonna look at their clash at Heyday.
Oh wait! Can we actually see your
Heyday.
clan? I want to see your clan. Put it on.
No, we're gonna have a quick
this
look.
this will be interesting.
Okay.
We're
While
while
we're
we're
waiting to
waiting.
load.
Yeah.
Brandon, your
Oh yeah.
So
So
hold it.
Yeah.
Straight.
go for it.
3, 2, 1, go.
That is gonna be some
that-
hardcore ear rape.
That must have hurt. And
Disney remake.
Disney remakes. Oh, okay.
Sexy.
That is no. They're the opposite. They
Well,
are.
What? The Beauty and the Beast.
Oh no, Blue Shadow raided him.
That teapot.
Bastard.
That teapot. Whoa!
Bro, you've actually got like a good clan.
That's a decent setup right
You've
there.
been doing hardcore gaming.
I don't play Clash of Clans. I never have.
I played it
mate.
and then I gave up because it just came tedious.
I remember when it made a comeback.
Look at him, 3
Like
million.
And then
now.
all of a sudden,
3,600,000
and then it was overthrown by Coinmaster.
Coinmaster was trash.
And then everyone
Oh,
at
look, he's
school
got-
was just getting pissed off at everyone. They were, oh, you raided me!
Yeah.
Oh.
I just wasn't playing it because I just didn't consider it worth my time. Anyway, so Disney so Disney has been busy remaking everything we used to love and making it much worse.
I've literally just been sent another 2 messages
About your
about how much people want to have sex with.
dude, you're just so. Yeah, I know.
You are popular.
But
don't mute it.
So how many have we had so far? So we've had Beauty and the Beast.
Okay, I think if we go in order,
Yeah, actually,
we'll be good.
Was there a Cinderella one?
Cinderella, I think, was the first one.
that was decent.
I didn't
Was
see
it? I didn't.
Oh,
It's got Lily James in it, right? Isn't that her
don't
name?
know.
I don't know.
But it was actually decent, that one.
And then they had Tim Burton's Alice in
That one.
Wonderland.
Oh,
Is her name Lily James?
I don't know. Is Maleficent a Disney remake?
No.
No, not
not-
really.
it's more of a
It's live
separate.
action.
It's a
Yeah.
separate property.
Okay, you've gone back a bit too far.
Okay, these are the
These
good.
are the originals.
These are the good ones.
Apart from
What
the
fuck
jungle.
is this?
Except from that, we don't talk about
What is
that.
that even a thing?
What is that?
Yeah, what's
It's
that
a
mean?
romance.
What year? 1994.
Romance?
1994.
Oh,
Oh, look at that.
bloody hell.
Okay, so that's the Disney remake no one talks about.
What's he looking at?
He's cross-eyed. He's cross-eyed.
What is it? Why is he wearing an actual crown? What
It's
is?
King Louis. Who
my
even gives
goodness.
a shit?
Okay, you got it.
Okay, so I wonder if
Anyway,
I
so
want-
after Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland, I think there was another one, wasn't there?
Actually, in fairness,
There
the
was,
Alice in Wonderland, I enjoyed that. I didn't see the clock one, where they're
into
doing
the hour.
through the
hour.
Looking Glass.
Oh yeah, through the.
Yeah, I didn't see that one, but I liked the first film
I
because it
didn't
was like
see
a darker
either of them.
version.
I didn't see either
Mm.
of them. I didn't like the cartoon, so I was like,
Really?
Yeah, I didn't like
No,
the cartoon.
The cartoon was for me really boring.
Yeah,
I couldn't
same.
get into it, so I avoided
Mm.
that.
Mm.
Then they made. I don't know if I'm getting the order right, but I know they made the Jungle Book.
Yeah, which was
I
Bill
really enjoyed
Bill
that.
Murray as
That
Baloo.
was good.
I didn't. I was a bit indifferent on it. Like it was okay.
I thought,
my opinion.
I thought the
really
animations
enjoyed
in
it.
that were really good
Yeah.
because
Then-
they'd I think remade all the animals.
Yeah.
Solely like CGI, and they did some stuff with their faces that it
Though,
doesn't look dodgy. Because if you look back to certain films
Yeah.
where it's talking animals and all that, they look so weird.
Yeah.
like
But it's
I
amazing
was just
what they
wondering
can
why
do.
they made Baloo such a dick. Like why they made him so grouchy.
Because they cast Bill Murray.
It's
Yeah.
because Bill Murray's got
Yeah.
grouchy.
Yeah, because Bill Murray can't be jolly, can he?
No.
No.
That's not his thing.
He's either sarcastically nice or
Cynical,
just
like,
or just
really.
completely cynical.
So I guess that's just what I thought. I thought it was a nice change because if you copy the cartoon, it just becomes a bit like The Lion King. Like, why did I watch this?
Yeah.
If I could have just watched the cartoon.
Which is
So
a
I-
hundred
Which was
times
better.
better.
I don't remember watching the cartoon Lion King, and I haven't seen the live action one
You will probably enjoy the live action one then.
because I don't remember.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. In fairness to Disney, the new live actions look quite good.
They look
yeah,
good.
they look good, but
I
that's
don't like
really.
Aladdin.
Oh, Aladdin
I
sucked.
did not like the look of
Like,
that.
I get Will Smith. He was trying.
No,
he
I
he
thought-
was really trying.
I thought Will Smith was a pleasant surprise. I thought it was going to be much worse
Those-
than he was.
It's gonna be like Shark Tale.
Then he was.
No, kids, don't just do it.
oh.
He was so bad in that movie.
But
I
Yeah.
love
I
it.
thought he really tried, but they mucked up on the casting for Jafar.
Hmm.
He was the least villainy villain. His voice was too
Soft.
hello there Ebony Moore.
Oh.
He was too children of Thanos.
Children of Jafar, hear me and rejoice.
Children of Agrabah.
Although, in fairness, you can get sinister voices from
Yeah, light
sounded
toning,
people.
but
Was
can
it the
be-
Mission Impossible guy?
I
Have you
haven't
seen
it, no.
any of those? Yeah,
yes, Tom Cruise,
Yes,
the
Tom
villain
Cruise.
of Mission Impossible.
Yeah. No, but in the last two movies, he had quite a soft voice, but he was very sinister.
But that
Right.
because that couldn't work.
Yeah, but that works.
But the villain has to be intimidating
Yeah.
and scary,
It's just,
whereas
Yeah, that's a good
Jafar
point.
really isn't.
and I also think if they hadn't have made the cartoon, the live action Jafar would have worked. But because I know Jafar to
Hmm.
be
Proper
really-
evil.
yeah,
Hmm.
it didn't work. And where was the part where he turned into a snake? Because he didn't.
To be fair, the cartoon Jafar wasn't even that good anyway. Like he's okay, but he's quite bland. He's
He-
just
no.
sort of evil for the sake of being evil. The only time I think he gets better at the end when he actually gets his powers.
Yes.
Like that's when he excels as a villain because he literally goes completely off the rails, and
Yeah.
crazy with power, and that's when he actually gets interesting. But for most of it, he's actually just comic relief.
yeah.
Really, it's just like in the Prince Ali song, he just gets slammed by a door.
Yeah.
And then there's Zaz. No, not Zazu.
No,
That's Lion King.
Iago.
Yago. These birds' names. But then there's just him like just that voice. Just
Jafar!
like Jafar.
That bit where he's
Want a
just-
cracker? Like, because when you have him as the sidekick, you can't be intimidated by him.
No.
But it's when he has full control over like everything that's happening that even the genie can't stop him.
No.
That's when he becomes intimidating. And the fact that he's not even that in the live action
Yeah.
just shows how much they've downgraded
What
him.
even is he in the live action? Is he just a very angry guy?
He doesn't even sound angry.
He's a
That's
passive
what's-
aggressive
Yeah.
master of evil.
Did he?
Wow.
I can't remember it that well, but in the live action, did he dress up as the old creepy dude in the prison cell? Did he do that?
I can't remember.
Because I really liked
That's
that
how
from the
little.
cartoon.
That's how little I remember that movie.
But I think it just
The
annoyed
only
me.
memorable bit from Aladdin, the original one, is the carpet and the genie. That's it.
I like that song.
It feels like Robin Williams made because Aladdin is good. I really like Aladdin, but then the more I think about it, it's more just because Genie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Robin Williams.
Like Robin Williams, he brought that character to life so much.
I like how he was doing impressions of people that hadn't existed.
Yeah, it's like, but again, he's like all knowing. He might know the
Yeah.
future, but it's like, yeah, but I've lost my train of thought. He because he was doing all these impressions. He was all over the place. It's like they practically animated around him, and that's just sort of he gave the genie a sort of universal kind of character to the point where he could be anything, anywhere, in any voice, any size, and it really just made him fun.
Yeah.
It made him fun. He was the comic relief, and probably one of the best comic reliefs that Disney has ever done.
Yeah.
And Will Smith had I get that Will Smith wanted to. He knew he couldn't top Robin Williams' performance. I
Yeah.
mean, it would be very hard. He's not an impressionist, but I think he did bring his own like Will
Genie,
Smith,
yeah.
Yeah.
genie to it.
He did a
Having
rap.
him,
Yeah.
He did a
His
rap.
beatboxing.
Yeah,
where
it
he's
wa-
like, can your friends do this? And he goes,
like I'm pretty sure my friends can do that. Whereas a
Spit into a
genie,
mic.
the genie in the Disney and like the original, just juggled his head. I don't have many friends who can do that.
Yeah.
But it's I guess they just didn't wanted a reason not to include like sexy dancers dancing around Aladdin because that wouldn't have worked very well in live action. But yeah, I like a friend like me, and it's just sort of like he tried, and
Yeah.
it's an admirable one. And like, and just little things like specific with your wording, like that sort of part of the genie that wasn't really a part of the first one. It's like how people say that it doesn't really make sense because of when Aladdin's being drowned, Aladdin technically doesn't wish for the genie to save him.
Yeah.
And he kind of does it anyway, whereas they work around that with the writing. Like whereas Will Smith picks up Aladdin's hand and writes, like signs a wish. Which, like, people say technically Aladdin had one more wish or something like that.
Yeah.
But I get that part of it. But yeah. But still, I don't know. The original will always be better. It was okay, but still.
Yeah, Will Smith went into that role knowing that he couldn't do better, so he just brought what he could and made it himself. But the thing that annoyed me was when he became human at the end. That was
weird.
That was annoying.
Like, it's like in the end of the thing, yeah, sure, Genie's like, oh, I'm going on holiday and
Going to
things like-
Disneyland.
yeah, and he's like, and like, but he's not human. He's still a genie.
Yeah, he can still do all his powerful stuff.
In all fairness, the genie could have just straight up just destroyed Earth in that moment as soon as he was freed. Like he could be like, "Thank you, master."
Yeah.
Just destroy everything and then just leave. But no, he just goes to Disneyland instead. But like human, and then he has kids, doesn't
Yeah. And he lives on a.
How
teeny
does
tiny
that
boat.
work?
Because he becomes human. So there's that whole film. They revolved it around him having a love interest with Princess Jasmine's chambermaid.
Of course they did.
But he's like an all-powerful being of infinite. Why would he have a love interest?
Yeah.
It just distracted from just to make it a few minutes longer.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
And also it gave the genie a whole new I don't know how to talk to girls sort of thing. And it's like it's not funny.
This
Don't-
1,000-year-old being doesn't know how to talk to girls. Okay.
I swear he's like
You could probably-
kind of omnipotent. Like he can do what he wants.
Pretty much, yeah.
Also, yeah,
But he doesn't.
you could imagine the really charismatic genie not being able to talk to girls.
Yeah.
And I was really upset how one of my favourite lines in the original was when the genie comes out of the lamp and he looks at the carpet and he goes, "Rug man, haven't seen you in a few millennia. Give me some tassel." He doesn't do that. And I was so annoyed.
Even though that kind of language would suit Will Smith,
it would.
it would. That which is weird, but yeah, I don't know. I think we should move
just
on
not
from
a
Aladdin.
good-
Okay,
Yeah.
Robbie,
We should probably
what's
move on
been
from
your,
Aladdin.
your
Probably should.
favourite Disney remake?
There's so many to choose from.
There's like 7.
Yeah.
Tall order.
To be honest, I don't think I've seen any of them.
You haven't seen any of them.
I don't think I've wasted my time on any of them.
Some of them are good to waste your time on, like The Jungle Book, which
Actually, no, the Jungle Book I've seen. Yeah.
And
The Jungle Book was good, in my opinion. I think it was alright.
yeah, I think The Jungle Book did what The Lion King didn't, in that it made the animals look more human, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You could see emotions in their faces, but with The Lion King, it just looked like a nature documentary. And I really wasn't expecting it because they were both directed by Jon Favreau. So I was thinking, because he did such a good job with The Jungle Book, he'd knock it out the park by doing The Lion King. But he didn't.
Doesn't make sense though, because they're still being animated. So
Yeah.
it's the only live action part about it is the flaw, essentially.
I mean, Mowgli was pretty... he was pretty live action. He
No,
was the
I meant
only
in the
one-
Lion
in
King.
The Lion King, yeah.
with Mowgli and stuff like that, that makes more sense
Hmm.
because it's a human around animated people, well characters. animals. Took me a while. But like with the Lion King, it was literally just like they just sort of made it look live action, and it was just the movie. Like I haven't watched it, but like I've just been told it's just horrible.
No.
Like you told me everyone be prepared, and that just kind of threw me
he
off.
speaks it. He doesn't sing it. He speaks it.
Speaks, be prepared.
He speaks, be prepared.
That's dumb.
And like when he goes be prepared, he goes be prepared like that.
That's stupid.
It's actually terrible.
Is there hyena doing goose steps though?
No, they took that away.
Damn it! No Nazi references.
No, but also one of my favourite characters in The Lion King was Ed the hyena.
Oh yeah.
Are the hyenas not in it?
Because there's like one voiced by Whoopi Goldberg, and then there's like two others, and there's Ed.
I'm like, you Ed, and he's like,
just like laughing.
and the only thing they do that's like slightly comedic with the hyenas is that two of them have this issue that I actually have with one of my friends, which is a bit strange. So maybe it's based off my life, but one of them has a weird personal space issue.
I know
who's
which
that?
I know which friend you're talking about.
I don't think you do because you don't know him.
Oh, okay, never mind. Because I thought you were on about Michael, but never mind.
No. It's like he's actually coming round at my house later. But,
Let's go show up and welcome him.
but basically, we'll be sitting on
You're
the sofa.
famous.
We'll be sitting on the sofa, and it's like one of those 3-seater ones. And I like sitting in the corner so I can armrest and stuff. And rather than sitting,
I feel awkward being in the middle.
Either in the middle or like at the other corner, he sits as close to me as possible, like that. And I'm like, do you mind moving up a bit? And he's like, sure. And that is one of the running jokes with those two hyenas. One of them gets unnecessarily close to him, and he's like, back off, all right? That's like one of the things.
Jeez.
So I don't know why they added that in. And also, there's one hyena who is female, I think.
Yeah, in the original there is, yeah.
Yeah. And in the
Whoopi
and in the
Goldberg
live-
one.
Yeah. I never noticed that. I thought they were all male.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you assumed.
God.
I was like 9.
You don't belong in
Disgusting.
You don't belong in our
You-
Well, anyway,
you can go.
she has some personal vendetta against Nala for some random reason, right? Like they get away when they're cubs from the hyenas, and then all of a sudden in the final battle, when all the lions and the hyenas are fighting, about a 1-minute slot is taken out of that for that hyena to get away from Nala and go, finally, or some shit like that. And she's like, I'm going to rip you apart. And it's like, I was not aware of this. Why is she so
She
angry?
wanted Simba.
Why was she so angry at this one female lion for no... And then she's just kicked off the edge of the cliff, which she doesn't die from, by the way.
Okay.
How does that work?
She gets kicked off the cliff, and then at that point where they're all like backing up Scar into the wall, she's there. She's like, ah.
Does Scar
So
still
she
get horrifically
teleported.
murdered? What do you mean spoiler? It's The Lion King. This movie
I
is
haven't either.
This movie is like decades old.
It is everyone knows what happens.
You deserve to get spoiled if you haven't seen The Lion King yet.
And also, I didn't spoil anything that big.
You spoiled the bit where the villain gets vanquished in the end.
Yeah, that's like the same.
This
You
isn't
spoiled
this,
the
this isn't
ending.
Infinity War. Scar is gonna go. You should have gone for the head.
Should have gone for the main.
Just like.
So it's like, I didn't give away anything massive. There is one plot point I left out.
You should have been prepared.
One. Singular.
Yeah, a big plot point that actually...
Is it about
no,
Seth Rogen? Pumbaa?
No. I'm not going to... Spoiler. But I'm not going to say it. But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Well, if you said spoiler,
The-
you can say it.
Well, no, but you might watch it.
I don't care.
Are you planning on watching it?
Not really. I mean, I
No.
probably see some
Not
movie
at all.
clips because I just
Okay,
want to see
well,
how they animate
You know
the
when
faces.
Mufasa dies?
Mufasa dies.
Wait, when did that happen?
Right. Well, you know when he dies,
Mufasa.
it's not played up as big
Simba.
because it's assumed that everyone knows that it happens.
So what? He just goes.
So
And then the Simba just runs away.
So you know how like in the cartoon there's all these big zooms and
Yeah.
like it's like no slow-mo and stuff.
In this one, he just goes.
Yeah, it's like it's not played up as big because it seems like John Favreau assumed that
You would
everyone
know,
knows that this happens.
I guess.
Let's
Did they
not
make it really graphic?
waste all the money.
just blood and
Just
guts
blood
everywhere. Dad,
completely
Dad,
smashed.
he's like in half.
And also,
Yeah.
and also in the cartoon, when when Mufasa falls and he's doing that sort
Yeah.
of thing with his arm,
Yeah.
John Favreau copied that animation and put it into the part where Shere Khan in the Jungle Book falls off the tree.
Oh.
It's exactly the same, but in the live-action Lion King, it's not. It's a different fall. Wouldn't you do it
You-
another?
I thought it was
Use
meant to
the
be.
Mufasa animation
I thought it was meant
in
to
the
be like cut
Mufasa
for cut.
death scene.
I thought it was meant to be like cut for cut. It's like identical to the
Oh, no.
cartoon.
It's a shot-for-shot remake, but it's not like exactly the same. It's like, but all the speech is the same. So
Oh.
so there's no differentiation in the speech. Everything that you see when he's looking over the horizon, it's the same.
It's shot by shot,
It is the same. It's the same film.
which is why you
Just
just
with Donald Glover and Beyonce.
which is why you should go see the original
What-
rather
Well,
than
watch the
watch
cartoon. It's
the
so
live
much
action.
better.
Who does Donald Glover play?
Old Simba.
Oh, okay,
Does
that'll
he?
be interesting.
Yeah,
Is
Donald-
he good in it?
he sings a bit, and
Oh.
then he sings the end of Hakuna Matata.
How is Timon and Pumbaa?
Do you know what? They're all right.
Seth Rogen, funny man, pretty
They're-
funny voice.
They're the same. They're the same as they are in the cartoon. just-
accepted Seth Rogen.
They
Live
look-
animated.
They look real, and yeah, Seth Rogen. Timon, right?
Who's Timon voiced by again?
I don't know his name, but
That's good.
Google it.
The voice actor for Timon in the live action Lion King.
However it is, he's played like more of a dick.
What, Timon?
Yeah. So you know how like in the cartoon,
I guess he is kind of a dick. Like
is.
He's definitely got
he's literally,
ego.
he's literally just like we should just leave this lion cub to die.
Yeah, but you know when he like steals Pumbaa's ideas and makes them his own.
Oh yeah,
In the cartoon, it's played off like all funny and
yeah.
the charming music in the background. This is just like he plays it off. I know James Earl Jones plays Mufasa
Yeah.
in both of them.
Is that all you've got?
I want
James Earl Jones was the voice of Simba's dad in the movie. The original film takes on the role again in the live action
Yeah.
film. This doesn't.
this isn't Timon.
This is. It takes. Who was the voice of Simba's dad? Takes on the role again in the live action film.
Yeah.
So James Earl Jones and
type in-
Mufasa.
Type in Lion King 2019 cast. That one there. Okay,
Well, you could have just clicked. Okay.
that's fine. That's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Just
It's
keep
done now.
typing. 2019 cast. There you go. There you go. There you go.
And then. Okay, Beyonce plays.
Billy. Yeah, that's what I said. Beyonce's in it.
Billy Eichen.
Billy
Eichner.
Eichner.
Anyway, he's
Oh,
basically
Michael Key.
he's
Oh, look at
basically
Seth Rogen, funny man.
just a big. He's basically just a dick.
Nice.
This dude here, he's one of the hyenas.
Keegan Michael Kay.
Does he play like the mentally
Or Ed.
challenged one?
That's Ed, but no, he's
Eric Andre's in this?
What the?
Azizi? Wait, is that the...
Yeah, that's one of the hyenas.
Oh,
and
I
this,
thought
and
that
this
was
is
the
one,
monkey.
That is the one who has the personal vendetta against Beyonce for some reason. Yeah,
I didn't know Eric Andre was in. That's great.
That's. I kind of want to watch it just for Eric Andre.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was
Just
him.
hearing his voice.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know who that was anyway, so it's fine.
Earl
Oh,
Jones is
didn't he
Mufasa.
play
And
Darth Vader? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the voice. He's not the
Yeah.
actual actor.
No.
He's the voice
Yes.
actor, which is
Yes. No. I
But
know
he
the
played
body
shapes
are
Mufasa
different.
in both films,
Yeah.
which was
Well, that's
which was
cool.
good. But I'm thinking if they're gonna do that, I really
Just watch the
liked
original.
I really liked Rowan Atkinson as Zazu
Was he? Oh, yeah, he was,
in the
wasn't he?
in the original. He actually was, and then like
Oh.
they took away that bit. You know, from the cartoon when he's stuck in the rib cage and he goes, "It's a cruel world after all." You know, they don't do that.
He sings,
It's
yeah.
so annoying.
That's dumb. Do they do the song, you know, when they're distracting the hyenas with
They-
Timon and Pumbaa?
I actually
Yep.
no, they don't do the song, but I think they reference another Disney film,
Oh,
but I can't remember what it is.
no.
I think I might be making that up, but
So, yeah. So I think the overall thing with the live-action Lion King is
don't watch it.
don't
Watch
see
the
it.
cartoon.
Actually, I saw a thing where people say that the Angry Birds 2 movie is better than the Lion King.
I actually want to go see that.
Apparently, like I was literally I saw reviews on it. Apparently, this new Angry Birds 2 movie is actually funny. Like it's actually
The first
a good
one
film.
was alright,
I-
especially with Terrence.
I haven't
Terrence
seen-
made that movie.
Terrence was the only bit that made me laugh.
Yeah, Terrence
Just-
was good.
And it's like never revealed what he does.
You know, when I go home, I'm gonna watch the first Angry Birds movie because
I want to.
haven't
It is,
seen it.
yeah, and I want to watch the Angry Birds too. But yeah, so
And then we,
So
can,
the
then we can all go
upcoming-
and see the Angry
Yeah.
Birds too.
And then make it a topic.
so
Yes, and then we
Yeah.
can go
we
to
haven't
Five
touched
Guys
on the
afterwards.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. Oh, the Beauty and the Beast was.
Is
It
it
was-
worth talking about?
Do you know what? I thought it was big things to come from what I saw as the cast,
Mm.
like Josh Gad and that one boat dude from The Hobbit,
Josh.
and Hermione, and they're all the people I can
Yeah,
name.
Emma Watson.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be good, but then when I watched it, I was a bit disappointed.
I swear they
Especially
made
since-
the Beast look really weird.
He was a bit strange.
Especially since Beauty and the Beast is one of the best Disney films in my opinion. Like I think it's just really well done.
Nothing will ever beat The Emperor's New Groove.
That's true. But
Live remake. of The
Oh,
Emperor's New
no.
Groove.
I really hope not. But I hope if they do, they actually get Patrick Warburton in to play Kronk.
Yes.
I've never seen it.
This isn't another thing you need to watch. We will watch this at some point.
Yes.
Okay.
One of the episodes is just us watching Emperor's New Groove.
Be prepared. Sorry. Be prepared.
But so yeah, Beauty and the Beast I think is just like generally considered bad.
Mm.
But I only watched parts of it. I haven't watched like the whole thing. But
You guys need to catch up on your movies.
no, I'm not gonna sit
I
through these
watched-
live action remakes.
I watch
I think
movies that are
The only
decent.
ones I've only watched
most of the time.
parts. I watched parts of Aladdin. Like I watched The Jungle Book. I've watched Alice in Wonderland. I haven't watched the second one though. And well, I haven't watched the live action Lion King. But like, it's just because I refuse to. I
think-
won't watch it unless I absolutely have to.
Yeah, I think really the only one that's worth watching is The Jungle Book
Mm.
because it is different.
Yeah.
It's not the same. It's different, and it's actually a good film.
Mm. And next up, Mulan.
Yeah.
Or is it,
I
and
was
then there's
gonna
also
talk
Little
about that.
Mermaid after that.
They're gonna ruin that because they're getting rid of the dragon.
Mulan isn't a musical, and it's not gonna have
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, Eddie. I forget the name. Is it Mushu?
Yeah,
Mushu the dragon. Yeah,
I know that, but I haven't seen Mulan, the original.
But
It's
I
really good.
think
I will
God.
watch.
taking away the
It's good.
musical features of Mulan isn't actually that bad, considering the songs. Other than
They're not
Make a Man
memorable.
Out of You.
They're
Make
not
a Man Out of
memorable.
You is amazing, but like A Girl We're Fighting For isn't really that and I think the song at the start isn't really that memorable. Like Make a Man of You is the only song from Mulan that people really remember.
Yeah, I don't really remember.
So
any
I
of the
guess
songs.
it does technically, because it's gonna be more tied to the original Mulan story, which I
Right.
guess could be good.
Mm.
It depends what they do with the tone,
Mm.
whether they're gonna make it a gritty war movie, or they're gonna throw in stupid comedy for the sake of being Disney.
I don't.
They'll go for the second option.
Probably
I think
makes money.
a good remake would be The Hunchback, because not a lot of people liked it.
But
as
they
a
just make the
cartoon.
Hunchback really, really grotesque and deformed.
But
Yeah,
it's because it's a good stage play apparently. Like the
Hmm.
Hunchback. So yeah, I think it could really work as a live
because
action.
if they made it like, because of course Disney own Marvel. If they
Mm.
made it like one of those gritty sort of like Winter Soldier-esque
Yeah.
type films, it could be brilliant.
As long as they don't ruin Hellfire, the song.
Mm.
That song is like I don't think it's really underrated, but
Sorry, it was
there's just someone outside. But it's not underrated, but it's a good song. It's such a good villain song, like Hellfire, literally describing like I think it's like the guilt he feels for the stuff he does, but he still sort of sticks by it.
Yeah,
Like he recognizes what he does is bad, but he still does it.
I think it could be a really
Mm.
good film, but I don't think they'll make it.
And then there's the Little Mermaid, which I think
Is
isn't
it-
gonna be good.
something.
Like not
Gina
not
McCarthy?
not just because the
You-
actor's gonna be black. Like I why do people care about that? Like
I don't, but-
seriously, like it's not gonna change anything.
It actually just seems like The Little Mermaid is a cartoon, and it should stay as a cartoon because
Yeah,
of
it's
what it is.
too magical.
It is.
It's like it's underwater for most of it. which most movies which are set like primarily underwater are animated.
Yeah.
And that's all you can really do with it. I think because, well, first of all, they're probably going to ruin Sebastian, and Under the Sea probably is going to be weird. But no, I think Little Mermaid is going to be a bit ruined, but Mulan I think has potential.
Yeah.
Is it Gina McCarthy or something? McCarthy.
I don't know.
She's gonna play the octopus lady.
Ursula.
Ursula, yeah.
Ursula.
Oh, Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy. That's it.
Oh no, then that's going to be terrible. She is a comedic actor.
No, actually,
Oh,
she
no.
can do serious quite well.
In what?
Can you forgive me or something like that?
Oh,
It was quite a recent film. Not too sure,
Mhm.
but we probably need to wrap up soon.
Oh, hello. Yeah,
Oh,
Melissa McCarthy.
Or-
Or
rumored. Okay.
Aquafina as Scuttle.
Who is Scuttle?
Jacob. Is that the is?
He's the one in Bad Boys, top one. Good Boys even.
Oh,
Good boys.
so he.
You're obsessed
so
with that
he's
movie,
gonna
man.
be. So he's gonna be the fish. Halle Bailey. Well,
Halle
one-
Berry.
the main psychic fish. I recognize there's a lot of fish in Little Mermaid.
Wait, they got her name wrong.
Javier
It's
Bardem.
Halle Berry.
Unless it's a different one.
What's
No.
Halle Bailey done?
Don't know.
If it's Halle Berry, she was in Kingsman 2 and she was in X-Men as Storm.
Oh,
her.
yes.
But is
And
that-
then she played Catwoman,
Y-
and that
yeah.
ruined her
Wait,
career for a
wait.
bit.
Yeah.
So is that deliberately?
That was a
Like,
really bad film.
It's a different person.
I think it's a different one. 'Cause
Hmm.
none of those films that you said are here.
No.
Oh, shit. So
okay.
Well,
it's not. Who the hell is Halle Bailey?
Having a clue.
no clue. Well,
I tell you
Yeah.
what's a bad live action movie that they're coming out with.
What?
Cats.
That's not even
Have-
Disney, but that.
I know,
That's-
but I needed to mention it because we're talking about live
yeah,
action.
the character designs is just.
So
like-
bad.
I have
uh,
avoided the trailer because of how much I hate cats.
I've watched the cat, like the musical,
Animals.
and it's decent. I like it. But then I just saw the cats and the realistic looking. I was just like, no.
It's just creepy.
It doesn't matter if we go over. We're
Yeah.
talking.
We went under last time, so
Yeah, so
We got
we're
stuff
making
to
up for it.
say.
we can we went way under last time.
Yeah.
because the camera broke. But yeah, we're making up for it here. But yeah, like, and then I don't know, because there's going to be remakes happening because Disney are planning to remake things like Home Alone and Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Wait, you mean
No,
like
'cause-
non-Disney owned films? They're gonna make them.
I am not happy with them
They are.
touching Diary of a Wimpy Kid. They ruined
Diary
it.
of a Wimpy Kid.
Diary of a Wimpy.
I was gonna say I was 100% prepared for Home Alone to be mentioned, but no.
No,
Diary of a Wimpy
no.
Kid
Home
was
Alone, I'm not happy with either. But they have you seen the fourth movie? Just
No.
the trailer for
Yeah,
it. Even
I avoided
it's-
it because it was different people.
it's disgusting.
Yeah, they had to change all the actors because they waited too long to make another, so all of them were way too old to play their roles.
Yeah.
Like
Well, that's
except,
why you-
except the parents.
They should have
That's why
just
you go with
stopped
the
it.
times, don't you? You just
Yeah, they should have
improve the
stopped
script.
it with Dog Days, and that would have been
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, because we didn't need any more
I'm actually
about Greg the Sociopath.
not that upset about Home Alone because they mucked up so much with 3 and 4.
Yeah, but
They can't make it worse.
Home Alone 1 and 2 are
They
classics.
can.
Yeah, they are. No, they're good, but like nothing will beat them anyway. So there's
Yeah.
no point in having a high hope for a remake of Home Alone that will probably end up just being a copy.
Wait, are they remaking the first one?
I think so, or they're just like restarting it.
Get Macaulay Culkin
Yeah,
back.
as
Make him the
as
burglar.
an adult.
That would actually
Yes,
be quite good.
Make him the dad who leaves his
That's
kid
it.
behind.
That's
Oh.
a shout. I like that. Yeah.
Can I get one as well?
No, Finn.
No.
Just put it
Do
down.
it yourself. Do it yourself.
Put it away. We made him high five himself. Yeah, no.
He just
This
reached
is going to
over
be
to-
my last appearance on the podcast.
Reach
I'm hating
over to-
myself.
we'll be replacing him with Minion.
No.
The really suspicious minion.
Anyway, I think we've
We've
we-
exhausted ourselves.
we've
Yeah,
exhausted
probably.
ourselves now. We're just
Yeah.
we're just talking about
Random rubbish.
high fives and minions.
Yes.
All right, so
Bang, it's been the podcast.
Bang, it is the podcast.
Yes. Thanks for listening.
Yep.
That's
And
it.
Bye.
Cut.
Bye.
Screw
bye.
you, Disney.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Please
Bye.
cut it.
Bye.
Please
Bye.
Stop.
Bye. Bye.
This is
Bye.
painful.
Bye.
The
Bye.
longer you
Finish.
draw this
Bye.
out, the more we hate it.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Stop this. Okay, wait.
You know, it's like when-
whoa, whoa, whoa. Shh. Okay.
When old people, when they try to hang up the phone and they just continuously say bye and you don't know when to hang up because you don't think they're going to say any more. Bye.
Bye.